Hello and welcome to a special edition of Know Your Mojo. My name is Eric. Joining me as always is Jem. How you doing, Jem?
I'm good. How are you, Mom?
I'm good. So we're changing things up a little bit. We're not going with the traditional course. This is not where we reverse engineer a list and then you have to guess what the entries are. We're going a little more straightforward this time. This is straight up trivia. This is specifically designed for movie buffs. So if you like movies, we've got 10 questions because what do we do here at Mojo?
We just count to 10.
Yeah.
Or count down from 10, actually.
We group things into 10s. We rank things in blocks of 10, and so we've got 10 rounds. 10 questions, about movies that people need to answer, and the way they answer is in the live chat, and so you're manning the chat right now. Hopefully we have a couple of people joining us, and basically each round we're going to ask you to submit your answer, and if you get the right answer, well, you stand to win yourself some merch. Of course, special prizes will go to people who win multiple rounds.
Exactly.
But very important, for everyone who's participating in this chat, stick around to the end. All of you guys.
Very special.
Something that especially movie buffs will enjoy. So stick around to the end for that. Might as well start with the first one. Let's go right into it.
Let's do it.
This is movie trivia. First question. With a new Mission Impossible movie coming out next week.
Yes.
New Mission Impossible next week. I'm going to show you a clip from one of the many Mission Impossible movies. You have to tell us which Mission Impossible movie this is from. And if you do, and you get it right, and you're the first to get it right, well, we'll call out your name and you might win yourself something. So here, let's play the clip. This is a scene from one of the many Mission Impossible movies.
What do you got? Well, these hard drive platters are just fried, you know. There's just like the mess of them. It's just like there's holes in them and stuff, and it's got scorched all the way through. And then there's look, this one's got a hole in it and stuff. I can't believe I can't even look at it.
Benji, did you recover anything?
Yes.
Despite the aforementioned conditions of the hard drive you brought back,
I managed to recover portions of 24 email files. Also made what I believe to be a thoroughly promotion-worthy breakthrough.
Okay, so there you go. Ving Rhames, Simon Pegg, and Tom Cruise. That's one of the Mission Impossible movies. I won't say which year because that'll give it away. Of course, next week is Mission Impossible. I want to make sure it's Mission Impossible Fallen Kingdom, right?
No, it's The Last Jedi.
I kid. Yeah, exactly. It's Fallout. That's coming out next week. Significant buzz about that movie, but let's see. Do we have any takers yet?
No? I see a few winners.
Yeah. Okay. Who's the first?
All right. The first one is Deadpool, actually.
Deadpool.
Yeah.
Deadpool's playing along. Fantastic.
The space between the two words.
Oh, well, that's not real Deadpool. That's
close enough.
That's fake space in the middle of Deadpool.
Yeah.
And the guess is?
And the guess is 3. Mission Impossible 3.
MI3, there you go. Congratulations, Deadpool. Let's mark that down. So we have one win for Deadpool. Of course, Jeremy Renner is not back in the upcoming movie, but that was just due to timing issues, his schedule, scheduling and stuff. But I'm hearing the whole internet is abuzz saying that this is the best action movie since Fury Road. Now, I hesitate to say that because I loved Fury Road, and that sounds like blasphemy to me, but our colleague Noah has said that he's hearing ramblings that this is the greatest action.
The movie isn't even out yet.
Not even out yet, so how do people know? I don't know. You ready for number 2?
I'm ready.
All right, here we go. Number 2. I'm going to play you a soundtrack. So this is audio only. I'm going to play you a soundtrack from a movie or a song from a soundtrack. You have to name which movie this is from. If you will, please, control room, let's hear that song. All right, that is, of course, well, I shouldn't even say who it is. Let's see, do we have any, well, maybe we should take our time because, sometimes it takes a while for people to figure this one out. This is from a classic movie, from a franchise even. I'll give a bit of a hint. Any guesses yet?
There are a bunch of trolls in the comments.
Oh yeah, what are they saying?
There's this one called Liam. Saying this is from Shrek 3.
This is not from Shrek 3.
It's not. But I do see the correct answer here as well.
Great. Okay. Well, so that is ZZ Top. That is from the movie Back to the Future 3.
That's right.
So who's our winner?
The winner is Daniel De Bruyne.
Daniel De Bruyne.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Jason Barnes gets Back to the Future, but forgot to add the 3 in there, so that's not the correct answer, unfortunately.
Okay, so let's mark Jason down. Great, we have a winner. That song, Double Back, eventually went on to be released on their album Recycler. And just to quash any rumors, I know that some people are thinking that there might be a Back to the Future 4, but Robert Zemeckis has gone on record to say, no, there's no plans for number 4, even though that...
Maybe there'll be a remake, because they like doing that.
That's true, rebooting, eh? We should do another one of those what ifs. Did you know, by the way, that ZZ Top were offered $1 million each to shave their beards back in the day from Gillette, and they refused to do it?
Well, yeah, because that's not enough money to shave those glorious beards.
Exactly. Beautiful beards. All right, let's get to round 3.
Round 3.
All right, this one is going to be fun. In July 1988, so 30 years ago this month, an action film was released that had a huge impact, massive impact. The lead role was offered to this guy.
For once in my life, I won't let sorrow hurt me, not like it's hurt me before. For once I got something I know won't desert me, and I'm not alone anymore.
We almost went on to the next question, but no.
We did.
So that's Old Blue Eyes. Frank Sinatra, he was actually offered the role in this massive, massive movie from July 1988.
July 1988.
Yeah. Any guesses so far? I could give some hints.
I see a winner.
You see a winner? Okay.
Yeah.
One thing I will mention, by the way. Yeah, okay, so who's the winner?
It's AstroTurf Matador. And not
Great name.
Sadly.
AstroTurf Matador. Okay, excellent. And he guessed?
And he guessed Die Hard.
Die Hard, that's right. 30 years ago. So the story goes, Die Hard was based on a book called Nothing Lasts Forever. And that book was a sequel to The Detective, which was made into a movie starring Frank Sinatra in 1968. So when they were doing the sequel, they had contractually, they were obliged to offer it to Frank Sinatra, but he was pretty old and decided he didn't want to do it, and so rightfully so, I think. Then it was offered to Richard Gere, James Caan, Burt Reynolds, all of them turned it down.
So many good people.
And then they offered it to a guy who was on a TV show called Moonlighting, who nobody really, I mean, he was he was on like a TV comedy, like a dramedy. And then, thus Mr. McClane was born and died hard. So there you go. Die Hard, 1988, offered to Frank Sinatra.
I mean, if they had cast Frank Sinatra, it would have made Die Hard an even better Christmas movie.
That's true, eh? Imagine the musical number they would have done. That would have been great. But I'm very happy that Bruce Willis took the role. And have you seen Skyscraper, by the way?
I have not.
With Die Hard with The Rock.
Yes.
Basically, I enjoyed it. It's not doing fantastically well at the box office, but I had fun. I thought it was good dumb, not bad dumb.
Right.
And you can check out our review on MojoTalks. Just subscribe, ring the bell, and you can check out our review. So. On to question number 4.
Let's do it.
All right, so this is another clip-based question. The male actor playing the young teenager in this clip is rumored to be playing the role that was once played by Kyle MacLachlan in a iconic film from the 80s, iconic sci-fi film from the 80s. There's already some hints. Let's have a look at this clip, and then you have to tell me what's the name of the movie that this kid is playing the role of Kyle MacLachlan in.
Whoa! Get in. Get in, let's go. What about the flat tire?
Well, there you go. Director Manny said something in the microphone that sounded like this. Not the walkie-talkie that sounded like... So, Manny, if you're trying to communicate something to us, just come and see me, because I have no idea what you just said. But that movie was... any guesses?
There's a winner.
Oh, there's a winner. But okay, but the movie that we just saw, that was
Interstellar.
That was Interstellar, of course.
Satyam David Ghosh, AAS kicker and Zion Rabbani and a bunch of other people have guessed that this movie was Interstellar.
Right, but the movie that we're looking for
Is Dune.
Is
And
Dune, right.
Daniel De Bruyne has got this one right as well.
Awesome. Now, for extra points, can anybody tell me the name of the character that will be played by, and of course, the name of the actor, of course, is Timothée Chalamet,
Right.
who was Oscar nominated for Call Me By Your Name, also appeared in Lady Bird last year, and Hostiles. So 3 big movies last year, and he's actually going to be starring in Greta Gerwig's adaptation of Little Women coming out soon. So he's got a lot of stuff coming. He's going to be playing the role of should I say it? Extra points if you can tell me the name right now, the name of the character that Timothée Chalamet will be playing in the Dune remake, which is being directed by Denis Villeneuve.
Well, Daniel De Bruyne has got that one right as well.
Oh,
It's,
all right.
Paul Atreides.
That's right. Okay, so multiple wins for Daniel.
Yeah.
All right, congratulations, Daniel. You'll be getting yourself a little prize. You'll all be getting a little prize. All right, question 5. This one's a fun one. This is a still frame. So I'm going to show you a frame from an upcoming movie, a very highly anticipated upcoming movie, and you have to tell me who the actor playing the lead role in this movie is. So let's see that still frame right now. There you go. So there's a pair of sunglasses, possibly iconic sunglasses, and there's someone in the reflection. It's hard to tell. It depends on what kind of screen you're looking at. But this is a very, very big movie that's coming out soon. Any guesses?
Not yet.
Not yet.
People are still thinking.
Okay, I'm going to give some hints.
Do it.
The role played by the character, the actor that we're looking for, the answer, was originally offered to a comedian who made a big splash with a new show that released this week. So I don't know if that helps a little bit more. A lot of people have been talking about this. The actor, the comedian in that show, was supposed to play the role, the lead role in this movie that we showed you the still from. Any guesses now?
There are a bunch of wrong guesses.
Wrong guesses.
Yeah.
Eh? Okay, so maybe I should.
Like Rohit Kotawade guessed that it would be Zachary Levi. That's not true.
No.
It's definitely not Tom Cruise. I see the answer here, but there's a typo in it.
I will accept a typo if need be. By the way, Sacha Baron Cohen is the name of the actor who was supposed to take the role, but he bowed out, and the role was taken over by one. Do we have it yet?
By, well, the one with the typo.
I'll give it
counted?
to you. Yeah.
Okay. Ryan Gill guesses correctly. Rami Malek.
That's right, Rami Malek from Mr. Robot, who's going to be playing Freddie Mercury in Bohemian Rhapsody. Manny, our director, posted yesterday that he saw the new trailer and he has chills. He's very excited about this. Do you think it's going to be good?
I don't know.
Are you a big Queen fan?
I like Queen, but the movie, it's probably going to be very good, but it's not going to be the original thing that Sacha Baron Cohen
I would have loved to have
for
seen
it to be.
Exactly. Yeah, and he had creative differences with the director, who was Bryan Singer, who's now off the film as well. So I don't know, but I would have loved to have seen. I mean, look, Rami looks like he's got it down pat.
No, yeah, of course.
But imagine the Sacha Baron Cohen. Did you see Who Is America, the Sacha Baron Cohen show?
I have not yet.
Okay, so I'm curious what you guys thought of it. I thought, I mean, it's hilarious and scary all at the same time. Let us know what you think in the chat.
Yeah.
All right, question number 6.
Let's go.
So there is nothing to see here. It's just me reciting a tagline. This is tagline trivia. So I'm going to recite a tagline, and you tell me the name of the movie. An adventure 65 million years in the making. An adventure 65 million years in the making. Should be pretty simple to answer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's probably would have put it on top 10 movies that took very, very, very long to make.
That's right. I like that. Very good.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'll say it again. An adventure 65 million years in the making. This is the tagline trivia. Do we have any guesses yet?
Yes.
Yes.
We do.
Okay.
Falcon and the Strawman guessed correctly that this is from Jurassic Park.
Exactly. Not Jurassic World. Not
Jurassic World.
Not Jurassic World Fallout or The Last Jedi.
No.
Or anything like that. This is from the original 1993 movie, Jurassic Park. 65 million years in the making. That's a great list, by the way. Movies that took the longest ever to make. And
We might have made it, actually.
Huh?
We might have already made that.
But like a joke one where it's movies like Caveman and and the like. Okay,
go back in
so
time.
let's mark him down as a winner.
Done.
We don't have anyone who's won multiple rounds yet, except for our friend Daniel, who won 2 questions in 1 round.
No, Daniel got another one of the questions right as well.
Oh my God, Daniel, doing great. Okay,
Yeah.
fantastic. So, question 7. Remember, if you get if you win multiple rounds, we've got special prizes for you.
Special.
So, Q7, question 7. I'm going to play you an audio clip from a movie. So, remember, control room, this is audio only. This is one of my favorite lines in movie history. You have to tell me which movie this is from. Let's hear it, audio only.
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard. At no point in your rambling, incoherent response were you even close to anything that could be considered a rational thought. Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it.
Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it. Great line.
Oh, yeah.
Iconic line. Going back a while. This is a comedy from a while back.
Back in the day.
Yeah, we didn't show you who's in it. I can give a little hint if we don't have a correct answer yet, but I feel like we might have a correct answer.
We do have a correct answer.
We have some Billy
And
Madison
it's once
fans.
again Falcon and the Strawman.
Wow.
As you just said, Billy Madison.
Billy Madison, Adam Sandler movie. Of course, Adam Sandler, love him or hate him, he's still quite successful. In fact, Hotel Transylvania 3 was the top grossing movie over the weekend, and that's his property, and he's the voice of that. So, in some people's minds, Adam Sandler can do no wrong. And then there's
He
his
has
Netflix
a lot of hits
movies.
and misses.
Yeah, exactly. I'm still a fan, by the way, but of the Happy Gilmores and the Billy Madisons and the
classics,
Waterboys. Yeah. All right, number 8. Question number 8. This is another one of those still frames. This one might be easy. I'm not sure because Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson is in so many movies. Ooh. And by the way, I say Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson because Manny prefers Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. And I like Dwayne Johnson. I like The Rock. Can you tell me which movie this still frame is from? There you go. There is Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson.
What a shot.
What a shot. What a tough guy.
What a tough
I
guy.
feel like he's gotten more buff as the years have gone on, by the way.
I don't even know if that's possible.
I know, but from his years in the WWF or WWE, he was big then, but he's like kind of puffed out.
It's going to explode at some point.
Do you know that he used to play football in the Canadian Football League?
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
I did not know that.
He did. He had a terrible knee injury that disallowed him to play anymore, and then he went into wrestling and then became one of the biggest stars in the world. So,
it all worked out in the end.
do we have any guesses for the still frame from this movie? And I should say, be specific.
They should be specific, eh?
With the title. Yeah, exactly.
Well, there are a bunch of... so the title... I'm sorry.
Yeah.
There are correct guesses of the franchise.
Okay, so yes, you've guessed the franchise, but tell me which exact movie this is. Do we have it?
I just saw it.
There we go. Okay, so this is, of course, from G.I. Joe Retaliation, which was the sequel, I believe. First one was Rise of the Cobra. And
the first one to guess this correctly was Ryan Gill.
All right. Well, congratulations, Ryan Gill. Let's mark him down. So congratulations, G.I. Joe Retaliation. There's The Rock, of course, starring in Skyscraper right now. And there's another Jumanji coming out. And he's probably going to be in 5 movies over the course of the next couple of months.
And some people were asking how many questions left. This was question 8. We're going into question 9.
Yeah.
There are 10 questions.
There are 10 questions. So we're moving right along. Question number 9. The actress in this scene will be appearing in a much anticipated sequel from a different franchise come November. What is the name of the sequel that's coming out in November? So not the movie I'm showing you now, but the movie that she will be appearing in November. Let's roll that tape.
Let's do it.
So I'm saying that I want to be on the team. Has it got a name?
It's called the Revenges.
The Revenges?
Because I'm getting revenge. You're getting revenge, and what do you want revenge?
I'm undecided.
Okay.
Also, I've got a peace offering.
Surprise!
Great movie, Thor Ragnarok. You saw it.
I did see it.
Yeah. Did you like it?
I thought the humor was a bit too much.
Oh yeah, that's right. We talked about this.
Yeah,
exactly. I certainly appreciated that movie, and I feel that the Marvel movies with a lot of humor are ones that I quite enjoy. Although, of course, Infinity War was kind of mind-blowing in its seriousness and its stakes. But I quite liked Thor Ragnarok. That, of course, is Tessa Thompson, and so.
And we have a guess, and it's Mike MGP Munch.
Okay.
Who rightfully guessed that this was Creed 2.
Creed 2.
Creed
Awesome.
2.
That's right. Creed 2 is coming out in November. That is going to be the son of Creed versus the son of Apollo Creed versus the son of Dolph Lundgren. So it's like the Russia versus America match again, which is that much more salient these days. So that's going to be a lot of fun. And question 10, here we go. We're finally at the last one. Last question is, this is going to be a fun one. All right, music video. So the person who directed this music video went on to direct many films. He has a film coming out on Friday of this week. Tell me the name of the movie that is directed by the same director as this music video from way back in the day. Roll it, please.
As I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I take a look at my life and realize there's nothing left. Cause I've been blasting and laughing so long that even my mama thinks that my mind is gone. But I ain't never crossed a man that didn't deserve it. Me be treated like a punk, you know that's unheard of.
Great song. Coolio, way back in the day.
Back in the day.
Yeah, I remember when I was working at a record store and Coolio came in to do like an in-store appearance.
Oh, that's cool.
He basically hotboxed the DJ booth. Good old Coolio. Right. Sampling a song by Stevie Wonder, Pimper's Paradise. I think that was the name of the song. Anyways, do we have any? This is a bit of a multiple step question. Do we have any?
We do, actually.
We do, okay.
Yeah.
So what is the name of the film that is directed by the same director as this video?
The name is The Equalizer 2.
That's right. And the name of the director is?
Antoine Fuqua.
That's correct. So who's...
the winner is, for this question, is Ryan Gill.
Ryan Gill.
Ryan Gill.
Another multiple winner.
That's right.
So we have a couple of multiple winners.
We do.
So what I suggest is that if you won multiple rounds, send us your name to... Or can you explain how to do it with our new...
Yeah, of course. So if you've won multiple rounds and you know who you are, send us an email at knowyourmojo@watchmojo.com, and we'll get in touch with you on more details on how
to claim your special prize.
How to claim you can, exactly what Eric said.
But there is also a prize for everyone. We're like Oprah. We're giving away a prize to everyone who's participated, everyone who's given us a correct answer, and anyone who wants to see. You'll put it in the chat. So
I'm putting it in the chat right now.
Okay, so here is a link for you to download our ebook of the top decade-defining moments, movies from the 90s, right? Is that the exact title of it? It's
that is exactly
Decade-Defining Movie Moments of the 90s. It's an ebook that we've put out that we worked really hard on, and all of you can appreciate its grandeur and its glory. And if you're a big fan of movies, there's a lot of fun stuff in there. So the link is now in the chat.
The link is in the description below. You can go there. You can grab your copy of this beautiful magazine.
Yep. And we thank you all for participating. This was fun.
Yeah.
I kind of like the... But if you're also a fan of the classic Know Your Mojo style, we'll be back tomorrow at 3 o'clock doing our thing where we will reverse engineer a list and play you a supercut, and you'll have to guess what the name of that list is. So Jem and myself will be back, along with Manny and Phoebe. We'll be back tomorrow. We thank you guys all for being here, and we'll see you soon.
Yeah.
Thanks very much.
Bye.